Gonzalez on pole. Can I deliver a victory for Ferrari today? The 1951 British Grand Prix begins now. But not for me. It's yet another sluggish getaway. But I've gone and snatched it straight back in milliseconds. Now heading down into turn 1 and already leading in this Ferrari with the authority. So, can I get a victory today? Will the bad luck of Alfa Romeo engine failures leave me along with the switch from Alfa to Ferrari for this race? I believe this is the first race that I have done in a Ferrari rather than an Alfa Romeo. I believe, if I remember correctly, all of the other pole sitters so far have been Alfas, so this does switch it up a bit. Now already with a tidy lead, well over 6 seconds, and I've got time for a little sightseeing and pondering. Now, I'm trying to figure out which parts of the circuit are recognisable still today, and I'm wondering if this part is what we know now as the Hangar Straight. It feels like it could be. I haven't done the research, of course, all in just a hurry to get this race out, but let's call it a strong hunch backed by absolutely no evidence. If you are a Formula 1 historian and you know for sure, please let me know in the comments below. I'd be very interested to know. So I have an 11-second lead now, and there's 4 laps to play with, and I'm starting to wonder how many of these 1951 legends can I actually lap. I managed a few last year, but now I've got a bit more confident with the car, and I've done this circuit before in this guise. Could I double it or even triple it? I don't think I'll be able to lap the whole field in 4 laps, but I've got good pace. I've got to aim to lap as many as possible. You know, let me dream here. So I've run a little deep here and there, but overall this Ferrari, she's a forgiving creature, and I've got plenty of margins to play with. I'm getting away with running a bit wide here and there because I can trust this car, and I'm feeling right at home in it. Fingers crossed it stays that way, because if this thing pulls an Alfa on me and just the engine dies again, I might actually cry live on audio here. So nice and smooth coming into the corner entry, but I've misjudged the exit and I'm ended up running quite a bit wider than is comfortable. Only just avoided the grass, and it looked way too close up for me, for my liking there. But I have managed to keep it tidy and no harm done. Back onto the straight like I meant it all along. And I'm running quite smoothly here, but now we come into the corner and I made the same mistake on the exit as well. Different corner, same mistake. Consistency is key after all. I'll run wide again, but again, no problem. I think I'm just not feeling as happy to do it because I don't really know the 1951 circuit that well. If I was running in the 90s or 2000s, it wouldn't be a problem. But anyway, just me, the Prancing Horse, and a gloriously sunny Sunday drive around the former airfield, pretending to be a racetrack that will soon cement its legend as a racetrack, if it hasn't already at this point in history. And while I was waxing lyrical, I made the same mistake at a different corner for the 3rd time. They do say that bad things come in threes. Well, let's hope that that is the quota field now, and from here on out I can clean it up and bring it home a lot more tidy. Now entering lap 3, and I'm coming upon the tail enders to start lapping them. So this is exactly what I was hoping for. How many can I lap before the end of the race? Well, I've given myself half of the race to lap them, so things are looking really promising. If I want to at least break my own personal record here and lap as many drivers as possible in the second half of this Grand Prix. And whilst driving this Ferrari, I'm absolutely praying that that awful feeling where the engine suddenly gives up will not happen to me today, because in France, for example, everything was fine one moment, I did everything right, and then suddenly the engine dies and you have nothing, literally nothing. You can't even crawl till the end of the race. It ends right there. I've been through that all too often lately, and I really hope that this isn't going to be another one of those days that we can buck that trend and have a few less engine failures for the rest of this season and beyond. I absolutely can't lie. Look at that gap. I'm stunned. 50 seconds in just half of the 2 laps of the 4-lap race. Now I'm starting to wonder, could I actually lap a good amount of the point scorers before the checkered flag falls? I think I've got time to do it. A little bit of correction here and there, but I'm gathering it up quickly and powering on down the straight. The Ferrari might be starting to show signs of frailty, but right now I'm completely in sync with it. The rhythm is relentless, and so am I. I want to crush this. I want to fully make up for the French Grand Prix, and so far I have absolutely crushed this race, and there's a lap still to go. I'm going to crush it. Now coming up to another back marker, and I have to ease off slightly as I catch him right over the line and nowhere to go at first, but I'm soon back on it, slicing through the traffic like I started last, and I'm chasing the win just to add a bit of fun to this Sunday drive. Now I'm catching a red car, and that tells me that I'm now into Maserati territory, maybe even some of my slower Ferrari teammates, and I'm absolutely loving it. I've swept past 3, and there's soon going to be 4 cars in just a couple of corners. I'm really lapping them well here. I can't wait to see our results screen and see how many I've lapped at the end of the race. I keep going with the lapping now, easing off just slightly where needed, still being cautious, still remembering all too well how a few of these wins have slipped away from me recently. I can see another train of cars up the road ahead now, and it's got me fired up again. I want to get them. I need to get them. I'm not content with just dominating. I fully intend to absolutely crush the end of this race. Making my way past the Talbot, keeping up the pressure. Spun car there, yellow flags, just sweeping past, and no real drama, but a reminder that there is still risks, there are still chances that this could go wrong if I don't manage the situation correctly. But at the same time, I do feel like I'm able to get away with driving a bit more aggressively now, because my confidence is high and the end of the race isn't far away now. I keep going around and there's not very far. I'm still cautiously looking out the back of the car from time to time just to check that the engine isn't going. Another back marker to come up a lap. I think we're near the end of the lap, so will I get him before the end of it? I hope so. We'll see. Let's see, that's is that a Talbot? No, it's a British car of some sort. Well, I go through around the outside as we cross the line, and that is a crushingly dominant win. And I'm going to check out just how many people I've lapped here. It must have been quite a large number. So we look forward to seeing the results screen, and then I can tell you, well, I lapped everybody up to 4th place. Well, my teammate Luigi Villaresi had an engine issue, and I think I must have lapped James on the line, and that actually gave my teammate a couple of points. So that's handy. So Gonzalez, Ascari, Whitehead, Murray, Villaresi, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. Take care.